Sunfish HRSS has the overtime feature that enables the employees to add the overtime request. This video will show you how to add an overtime request. To begin with, go to Time and Attendance. Overtime. Overtime request menu to add a new overtime request. Afterwards, the overtime request page will appear. You will see the record of the overtime requests. Now, click the plus button to start adding a new overtime request. After clicking the plus button, a pop-up window will appear on your screen. Select the request type, whether multiple date or multiple employee. Select multiple date if you want to create an overtime request for an employee for one or multiple dates. Or, select multiple employee if you want to create an overtime request for multiple employees for one date. Then, start filling the form. Remember that you are required to fill the fields marked with an asterisk. Type in the information about the request in Remark field. In Employee Name field, you can request the overtime only for yourself since you select on multiple date for the request type. Next, select the overtime type. If you select the extra leave, then the leave type field will appear and you need to determine the type of leave from the selection box. In this case, let's select overtime hours. Then, specify the from and to date. Therefore, you will see two additional options of date field. Choose static hours to input the start time and end time of the overtime hours. Choose relative hours to input the overtime hours in minutes. Then, click Display. Type in the start time and end time of the overtime hours. If you have finished, you can click back to return to the previous page, or click Draft to save the request as draft, or click Send to Approver to send a request to the approver. Let's click on Send to Approver button. Then, your request will eventually appear on the records list. To edit the overtime request, click on the request number link. Then, an edit page will appear. You can edit the data from the available fields. At the bottom of the page, there are two buttons. Click back if you want to return to the previous page without editing the page. However, if you want to cancel the request that you have sent to the approver, click Cancel Request. Then, the request status will change from unverified to cancelled. Now, you will be able to add an overtime request by yourself.